the Vice Chancellor, distinguished guests, members of council, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to invite the chairman of the University Council, Professor Obin, to deliver his welcome address and constitute this assembly into a conclusion. Thank you.
We are using 4 different colors. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome address by the chairman of the UEW.TV Council at the second session of the 25th congregation ceremony of the University of Education. Protocol. Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Yao. Honorable Central Regional Minister, Mrs. Justina Marigold, members of University of Education Governing Council, Vice Chancellor Reverend Father Professor Anthony Afolbroni, Pro-Vice Chancellor Professor Andy Ofori-Brekran, Registrar, Surveyor Paul Osei-Bermer Esquire, University Librarian, Mr. Viscount Bonote Boer, Finance Officer Mr. Francis Obin, Principal, College of Ghanaian Languages Education at Jumako, Professor Dominic Kwakumensa, Ninye Gate the 7th, Omanyan of a Futu traditional area, Okokodufo Nana Kwamina Hama Ababio the 2nd, Omanyan of a Jumako traditional area, members of convocation and staff of the university, municipal chief executive, Efutu municipal area, principals of College of Education present, members of Efutu Traditional Council, the clergy, distinguished invited guests, the media, parents and guardians, distinguished graduates, students, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. On behalf of the Governing Council of the University of Education, Winneba, the entire university community, and on my own behalf, I warmly welcome you all to the second session of the 25th Congregation Ceremony of the University of Education, Winneba. Let me take this opportunity to thank the President, His Excellency, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, for delegating his Chief of Staff, Madam Akosua Frema Opare, to grace the occasion of the special congregation ceremony and also commission and unveil names of buildings at the university a couple of days ago. Had the President come in person, it would have been the President's 3rd visit to UEW since he assumed office in 2017. This tells us the premium His Excellency places on education. I also thank the Minister of Education, staff, and students for their continued support in lifting the flag of UEW so high. Ladies and gentlemen, congregation is an important rite of passage for graduating students of every university. For the graduating class, it is at the pinnacle of all the years of hard work undertaken during the period of their studies. It also proves to the stakeholders of the university and the world at large that the institution is alive to its responsibility of converting, quote and unquote, raw material of entrance into the university into the refined finished product of qualified, world-class professionals ready to positively impact society and contribute to the well-being of its people. On this note, I would like to congratulate all graduates, mainly from the Institute for Distance Education and E-Learning, IDEL, and those from other faculties graduating today. We very much appreciate the efforts, both material and mental, that have gone into your studies. It is on this note that I say to you all, Ayiko for making good all the investments made into your education. We are very proud of your achievements today. Appreciation. We wish to thank the government of Ghana through the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Finance for the continued support for UEW. Quite recently, UEW received a financial clearance to recruit new staff, especially lecturers, to augment the overstretched staff. And I am proud to say that this is the first time in the history of this great institution that such a huge financial clearance has been received. The additional staff just employed by UEW will go a long way to strengthen and consolidate our position as Ghana's leading institution in higher education. Recent developments at the university. Recently, I inaugurated an eight-member search committee constituted by the Governing Council to begin a search for a suitable candidate to occupy the position of Vice Chancellor. The industrious current Vice Chancellor, Reverend Father Professor Anthony Afol-Broni, will be retiring at the end of September this year, thereby making the position vacant from the 1st of October 2021. Today, I reiterate my plea at the recent inauguration of the search committee for all relevant stakeholders to cooperate with the search committee to make the recruitment exercise successful. Ladies and gentlemen, I am glad to inform you that the SY College of Technology Education, Kumasi, and the College of Agriculture Education, Asante Mampong, which were hitherto constituent parts of UEW, now form an autonomous university. The government has recently granted the charter for Kumasi and Asante Mampong campuses autonomy to become the Akentin Apia-Menka University of Skills Training and Entrepreneurial Development. The new university has been named after the late Ghanaian industrialist Akentin Apia-Menka. We wish them well. The University of Education, Winneba, continues to put measures in place to enforce all COVID-19 safety protocols. One of such measures is the formation of the COVID-19 task force comprising some staff and student leaders. And I must say, this has achieved positive results. No wonder UEW did not record any case as far as COVID-19 is concerned, even though some institutions had cases. Let's all continue to adhere to the safety protocols since the virus remains a threat to human existence. COVID-19 is real, so please stay safe. Appeal. We are appealing to the government and the Ministry of Finance to, as a matter of agency, address the industrial action by the Senior Staff Association, Universities of Ghana, SSAUOG, and the looming industrial action by the Ghana Association of University Administrators, GAO. SSAUOG members are currently on strike, and GAO has indicated its intention to do same if the Minister of Finance goes ahead with a decision to stop the payment of certain allowances to some of its members. We are calling on the Minister of Finance to continue to engage unions with outstanding issues. I am calling on Vice Chancellors Ghana to, as a matter of agency, intervene to avert any disruption to the academic calendar of public universities. Congratulations and advice to graduates. To our gallant graduating students, we congratulate you for the relentless efforts that you have brought you this far. Every success is not without hard work, dedication, commitment, perseverance, and self-discipline. Your success did not come on a silver platter. You have indeed worked for it, and therefore, we join hands with your parents, friends, loved ones, partners, boyfriends, and girlfriends to celebrate your laudable achievement. As worthy ambassadors from the citadel of knowledge, our worthy graduates should not be seen leading or involving themselves in issues of sakawa or any form of anti-social rituals. Now, let me add my voice to the recent social media campaign, quote and unquote, fix the country, and remind all Ghanaians that it will take our collective effort to fix our country. I admit that while the government has a major role to play in transforming our country, it cannot happen without the participation and contribution of citizens. We can fix the country if we all work together as nation builders. As alumni of this great institution, I urge you to be worthy ambassadors and to be proud teachers wherever you find yourselves. In conclusion, once again, the Governing Council congratulates you, our dear graduates, for your tireless efforts that have now borne fruits as we witness today. I extend a hand of appreciation to your families, spouses, and loved ones who assisted you during your long walk to this glorious destination. May the good Lord bless you all. Congratulations once again, and I thank you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I will then move on to the second part of my task this morning by constituting this gathering into a formal gathering of the university for the purpose for which we have met here. And now, by the powers vested in me as chairman of the Governing Council of the University of Education, Winneba, I do hereby declare this assembly duly constituted into a congregation for the purpose of conferring degrees and awarding diplomas and certificates. Thank you, and God bless us all. I am done.
The chairman and members of the governing council of the university, government representatives present, representatives of sister universities present, Nenyi Gate, the 7th council member and Omaihin of a Futu traditional area and his entourage, other traditional leaders present, members of my management team, colleague professors and other members of convocation, other staff of the university, GRASAG and SRC presidents, alumni, friends of the university, parents and guardians, our resilient and hardworking graduating class of 2020, members of the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you all, wherever you are, on behalf of the management team and the academic board, to the second session of the 25th congregation. Congregations are always special events that bring us to share in the overwhelming sense of accomplishment by our graduates who are moving forward into the world. Due to dependency of the COVID and its restrictive measures, however, we have had to hold this congregation virtually. This doesn't minimize in any way its importance, however. My dear graduates, amid the pandemic, you did subject yourselves to the rigorous process in your quest to become a source of enlightenment and empowerment to peoples of our contemporary and future society. Together, we were at the forefront, pioneering some online academic activities in defiance of the pandemic so that we could celebrate our collective victories today. Congratulations. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, congregation ceremonies, as you know, are also special moments in the lives of universities where degrees and diplomas are conferred on students. They are occasions when we take stock of our key activities, we report to our cherished stakeholders, and we take the opportunity to show off our unique products, the most outstanding ones in this case being you, the graduating class of 2020. A detailed report of activities of the university has been compiled as the annual report for this second session of the 25th congregation for your attention, and for this reason, I shall only provide highlights to you. Some achievements. Plagiarism checker. Following our strategic objective to expand graduate studies, promote quality research output, and enhance academic standards, our university has received approval, and we are in the process of procuring a plagiarism checker, Turnitin, to further secure the quality of research works produced by our students and our staff. Recently commissioned projects. Only 2 days ago, Mr. Chairman, the President, represented by his Chief of Staff, Honorable Akosua Fremao Pari, and assisted by the Minister of Education, Honorable Dr. Yao Osei Juchum, helped us commission several projects for your use and for your benefit. Among these projects are 8 sets of 500 capacity lecture theaters, a food court, an ultra-modern student center, the technology block at the Central Campus, and the Tower of Excellence at Simpa Runabout, here at the North Campus. I implore you to handle all these beautiful facilities with the care and the healthy maintenance culture required to ensure that these projects serve their utmost purpose for as long as practicable. Distance education projects. To consolidate its leadership role in the country in bringing quality education to the doorsteps of qualified Ghanaians, our university has paid close attention to several ongoing projects for the Institute for Distance and E-Learning. A lot of steady progress has been made on the 2-story block at Kukrantumi, the 3-story block at Cape Coast, the 3-story block at Techiman Tadieso, 3-story block at Ejeso Onye, and the 2-story block in Accra. These are designed to provide lecture halls, internet cafe, library, and ancillary facilities for our GE staff and our students. Upgrade of IDEL. Council Chairman, the Academic Board has only recently approved the proposal to upgrade the Institute for Distance and E-Learning into a college to enable it to expand and to roll out additional programs to cater for the training of more professionals in this country. Expansion of IDEL. IDEL is setting up a study center at the Ghana Military Academy and Training School in Accra to train military officers for their professional and personal development. The institution will offer at its center some market-driven contemporary security and education programs to arm interested people, especially security officers, to reinforce the nation's security services. In addition to opening a center at the Ghana Military Academy, IDEL is also opening 6 other new study centers at Jache Pramso in the Ashanti region, Goso in Ahafo, Damongo in Savannah, Nalarigo in Northeast, Nsawam in Eastern, and Adan in Greater Accra learning centers, to a total of 47 centers, up from the 40 that we've had over the past few years. Capacity building for IDEL staff. The Institute for Distance and E-Learning has received unprecedented support from this management of the university to engage in sustained professional development to refresh and upgrade the knowledge and competencies of staff and to keep them abreast of current trends in distance education. By its special nature, distance education thrives on continuous professional development. For almost every month of this year, for instance, IDLE has organized workshops to address critical aspects of the operations for relevant participants. Management is determined to pursue the vision of the university with passion, while it aligns and supports government's vision on the delivery of quality education to the masses. IDLE and COVID-19. When the COVID struck, IDLE moved quickly to integrate online learning with the use of the UEW learning management system to bring the semester to a successful end. This integration of online to distance learning has now become integral to the activities of the Institute in its forward march. When restrictions eased for the reopening of schools, IDLE prioritized the safety of all its stakeholders. It put in place comprehensive guidelines and policy to regulate activities, COVID-19 response teams at the various centers, and provided the basic necessities as a precaution to fighting the disease. Thermometer guns, hand sanitizers, soaps, tissues, personal protective equipment, and Veronica buckets were dispatched swiftly to the study centers to enable the students and staff effectively observe the COVID-19 safety protocols. Graduation statistics. Chairman, at the second session of the 25th congregation ceremony today, a total of 10,000 students will be presented for graduation. Of this figure, 1,288 students will graduate with postgraduate degrees, 12 of whom are PhD graduates. 6,120 students will graduate with first degrees and 2,592 with diplomas from IDLE. Now to you, the graduating class. I wish, with your kind permission, to specifically address you, if I may. May I? Well, I give myself permission since you are not responding. My dear students, there is every good reason to celebrate you today on your accomplishments. You have worked so hard. And I remember when I was a Pro-Vice Chancellor, I used to travel around the country where I saw you in Enchi, in Navrongo, in all the places. And I remember seeing some of you sometimes a baby at the back while you are also pregnant and riding a bicycle and carrying your bag on top of your head. How you did it, it was only by grace. You have come very far. Congratulations. When you started the program some 2 or 4 years ago, some of you had apprehensions. Of course, some had left. But you braved the storms and you did your work with discipline, with determination, with optimism, and with steadfastness. Thank God, these virtues have paid off. I entreat you to take advantage of the ICT for continuous learning and skills improvement. I have had to re-echo this because it is the most effective trend to continuous improvement. Today, as we officially commission you into the world as our latest set of alumni, I'd like to urge you all to be worthy ambassadors of this great university, to bring significant changes in your lives and society as a whole. Remember to uphold the values of respect for others, commitment, integrity, and loyalty. Don't be afraid to be adventurous. Dare to create and build your own jobs, even if small and humble. Don't limit yourselves. You know, there are people in this world, a lot indeed, who think what they think, they limit themselves in terms of what they can do. But don't forget that you can go as far as your mind lets you. So allow your mind to open up and think of endless possibilities of great things to be granted you by Almighty God if you allow yourselves. What you believe and what you have faith in, you can achieve. Hallelujah. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all the best in your journeys. Once again, congratulations to you all, and may you have success in your future endeavors. Thank you, and may God richly bless you all.
the School of Creative Arts at its best again. Congratulations. We now move on to conferment of degrees. Conferment of degrees. Chairman, with your permission, I call upon Professor George Kankam, the Dean of the School of Graduate Studies, to present PhD students of the school to you for the conferment of their degrees. Thank you.
Will the graduating PhD students of the School of Graduate Studies please rise and remain standing? Chairman, I have the honor to present 12 students from the School of Graduate Studies who have successfully completed the degree requirements of this university and have been found worthy in learning to be admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of the University of Education, Winneba. Those present and those unavoidably absent whose names appear on the list and for whom I stand proxy.
By the authority of the Academic Board, I admit you all and severally to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of the University of Education, Winneba. Congratulations.
PhD in Arts and Culture. Gatti for Adrian. Supervisors. Principal Supervisor, Dr. Fremont Dudu. Co-Supervisor, Dr. A.A. Kemabo. Apia James Echo. Supervisors, Principal, Dr. Patrick William Jansen. Co-Supervisor, Dr. A.A. Kemabo. Co-Supervisor Dr. Mary Jancy McPam.
Johnson Kwaku, PhD French. Afari,
PhD in French. Afari Emmanuel Kwame. Principal Supervisor Professor Amuzu. Co-Supervisor Dr. Mawena Jranko Gloko. PhD in Guidance and Counseling. C20 Gladys Mamega, Principal Supervisor Professor Stephen Chidanso, Co-Supervisor Professor Grace Gadagui. Co-Supervisor Reverend Dr. Christine Wilson. PhD in Social Studies Education. Koto Samuel, Principal Supervisor Dr. Gershon Yaodake, Co-Supervisor Dr. Jimuela. Adam Mohammed, Principal Supervisor Professor Augustine Kwashiga, Co-Supervisor Professor Awiesu Imurana Brahma.
PhD Mathematics Education. Owusu and
PhD in Mathematics Education, Owusu Ansa Nana Akosia. Principal Supervisor, Professor D.K. Mireku. Co-Supervisor, Professor S.K. Esiedu Ado. Obin Benjamin Edu, Principal Supervisor, Professor S.K. Esiedu Ado, Co-Supervisor, Professor D.K. Mireku. PhD in Educational Leadership, Entua Sarah, Principal Supervisor, Professor Jofus Anamwa Mensa, Co-Supervisor, Reverend Dr. Alexander Edwards.
Mr. Chairman, I call upon Professor George Kankam, the Dean of the School of Graduate Studies, to present the other graduating postgraduate students of the school to you for the conferment of their degrees. Thank you.
Will the graduating students of the School of Graduate Studies please rise and remain standing? Chairman, I have the honor to present students of the School of Graduate Studies who have successfully completed the degree requirement of this university and have been found worthy in learning to be admitted to the Master of Philosophy, Master of Education, Master of Arts, Master of Science and Postgraduate Diploma in Education degrees of the University of Education, Winneba. Those present and those unavoidably absent whose names appear on the list and for whom I stand proxy.
By the authority of the academic board, I admit you all and severally to the degrees of Master of Philosophy, Master of Arts, Master of Education, Master of Business Administration, Postgraduate Diploma in Education, and Postgraduate Diploma in Teaching and Learning in Higher Education of the University of Education, Winneba. Congratulations.
Studies. including Master of Philosophy 205, Master of Arts and Master of Education Sandwich 218, Postgraduate Diploma in Education Sandwich 15, Postgraduate Diploma in Education Distance 776, Master of Education Distance 83, Mampon Agrek 3, Postgraduate Diploma in Teaching and Learning in Higher Education 38, total 1,338.
Congratulations, class of 2021.
Congratulations, our proud postgraduate students. Wherever you are, accept our congratulations. Thank you. Mr. Chairman, I call upon Professor Francis Owusu Mensah, the Director of IDEF, to present students of the Institute to you for the conferment of their degrees, diplomas, and certificates. Thank you.
Will the graduating students of the Institute for Distance and E-Learning of all the study centers please rise and remain standing? Mr. Chairman, I have the honor to present to you students of the Institute for Distance and E-Learning who have successfully completed the degree requirement of the university and have been found worthy in learning to be admitted to the Bachelor of Arts English Education, Bachelor of Arts Social Studies Education, Bachelor of Business Administration Accounting Studies, Bachelor of Business Administration Human Resource Management, Bachelor of Education Basic Education, Bachelor of Education Early Childhood Education, and Bachelor of Science Mathematics Education. Those present and those unavoidably absent, whose name appear on the list and for whom I stand present.
By the authority of the Academic Board, I admit you all and severally to the degrees of Bachelor of Education, Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Arts, as well as Diploma in Early Childhood Education, Diploma in Basic Education, Diploma in Education, Diploma in Management Studies, and Diploma in Accounting Studies of the University of Education, Winneba. Congratulations.
Distance and E-Learning, IDEL, undergraduates. First-class students for the following study centers:
Greater Accra Academy, Jenfi Doris, Gagua Samuel, Tay Linda, Ambia Beatrice, Penny Joshua Stars, Odon Samuel, Boache Angela, Mehu Akako Katri, Tobia Dapki Constance Anako, Enoch Sabina, Selena Yoko, the Dark Regina, Azul Gifty, Accra College of Education, Dave Bennett Alberta, Ansa Emilia, Wesley Girls, John Emmanuel, Inkum Michael, Yazon Gilbert, Nasiru Suwe Betty, Yakua Mercy, Asaman Kassim, Felicia AC from Paul Samuel Adjama, Jamisi Thomas, Dan Dennis, Odani Victoria Sewa, Atebubu, J.B. Francis, Cape Coast, Azraja Rebecca, Otu Bridget AC, Abuaji Linda, Demu, Bakalu Richard, Naomi and the play. Semanu Yvonne Bridget, Tamaku Prosper, Alaja Felix Yawo, Akwayibo Precious, Enche, Akura Joe, Hohoy, Toku Daniel, Kaswa, Labi Set Roku, Bando Victoria, Koforidra, Amponsa Juliana, Ohimi Harry Esietu, Anyomi Veronica, Chili Melissa Chantel, Pia Samuel Kobe, Ofosu Modesta, Kumasi Islamic SHS, Bawa Joe, Kumasi UEW, Wachi Dankwa Michael, Opoku Linda, Adukopina Genevieve, Navrongo, Atinga Paul, Enzo Augustina Akopuru, Anyadu Evelyn Amisima, Atangene Comfort Azuri, Nkoko, Anaba Susanna, Obuase, Ankuma Daniel, Ojumase Kobo, Tete Savior, Tete Joyce Teko, Kentucky, Anna Lydia, Okra Francis Lee, Entry Georgina, Second D, Asilijo Lucy Williams, Yakubu Suwabati, Momoni Salamatu, Indago Sharifa, Sodakope, Colette Rejoice, Takwa, Vincent Godwin, Suyane, Jabia Abigail, Osei Asibi Sylvester Bonsu, Tamale Robisco, Shaibu Salifu Zida, Tamale Batko, Abdullah Amin, Chichiman, Amwa Kate Frida, Winneba, Jojosi Vivian Selenu, Alote Samuel Cullen, Aju Benedict Ayem, Anuri Sylvester Ekene, Latin Ebenezer, Ba Sophia, Queen Ikuya Osompini, Waffle Evelyn, Abro Eric, Baby Jan Mansoura, Afote Khadija now, Logo Felicia. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations.
Including
Please move your
second
backward
class
from right to left. Then kindly take your seat. Award of diploma and certificates. Mr. Chairman, I call upon Professor Francis Owusu-Mensah, the Director of IDEL, to present students of the Institute to you for the award of their diplomas and certificates. Thank you.
Will the diploma students of the Institute for Distance and E-Learning of all study centers please rise and remain standing? Chairman, I have the honor to present to you students of the Institute for Distance and E-Learning who have successfully completed the diploma requirement of this university and have been found worthy in learning to be awarded Diploma in Accounting Studies, Diploma in Basic Education, Diploma in Early Childhood,